Hey everyone, Sandra here at Homesteading Ways, and today I just wanted to do a short video to talk to you guys about these gloves I bought. I bought these because I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you guys before in the past that I have arthritis, and it's rheumatoid arthritis, so I get a lot of inflammation and a lot of sore joints. So I make my own muscle rub, and that helps a lot. But I was trying to find something specifically for my hands because there's times or days when they get really achy all over, and it's just not practical for me to have my hands slathered in my muscle rub. I don't know how I thought about it. Maybe I used to use those braces like at first when I thought I had tendonitis, and I have several of those. First it was my thumb that was acting up, and then it was my pinky and whatever. So I have several of those braces, but those are only good like temporarily for me. They're not good when I want to do a lot of things with my hands. So I guess I just started looking around on the internet trying to find something, and I came across these on Amazon. And I read the reviews and they were pretty good. So I figured I'd, take a chance, go ahead and buy them. Well, the first set I got, I had returned immediately because I didn't pay attention, and they were marked as a large when I bought them, and I didn't see it, and so they sent me a large, and yeah, that was not good at all. To start with, these are called the Comfy Brace, and like the other reviewers said, you do want to size down. So if like you normally wear a medium like I do in winter gloves or dishwashing gloves, whatever, then size down. So I bought these in a small because they're basically compression gloves. And that's kind of what I was looking for, because I used to have a compression thing for my elbow. So I felt like just if something was kind of gently squeezing my hands, that might feel better. And these also keep in the heat a little bit. So heat feels good on my hands. So I bought them, and I wanted to try them out for a while before I did any kind of review on them. And let me put them on real quick and I'll show you how they fit. Push my sleeves up here. Oh, my watch is kind of in the way here, but they go kind of long, so I kind of pull them down here like on the pinkies and stuff. But they leave your fingertips open, so if you need to work or whatever, if you're texting on your phone, you're on the computer, or you're just doing something that you really need to use your hands for, you can, because you can grip stuff still. With these, if I'm having a particularly bad day, I will use my muscle rub and then put them on, and they feel really good. They don't help a lot when a specific joint is bothering me. Like sometimes it'll be this one or this one, where it's okay when I'm just doing whatever. But if I have to like push, like I use it for something, sometimes just pushing a button can make it hurt. It doesn't necessarily make that a whole lot better. But what it does do is they make my hands overall feel better. Like when I'm having an exceptionally achy day, like I said, I'll put that muscle rub on, and I put these on, and they feel really good. And I also wear them without the muscle rub. It just depends. I don't necessarily wear them every day. Sometimes I do for like a week and a half at a time. It just depends on how bad my hands are flaring up or acting up. And you can sleep in them. I haven't, but I've seen reviewers saying that they have for different symptoms they have. They don't, a lot of the reviewers don't have arthritis, but they have other things like swelling going on, and so a few of them will wear them at night and they wake up in the morning and their hands aren't nearly as swollen or swollen at all, I guess. But the one thing I will say about these is that even if I don't get them dirty, and you may, but even if they're not visibly dirty, I will hand wash them, I'd say, after about 2 or 3 days of wear, probably after 2 days of wear, because I just feel like when you keep wearing them like that, you're stretching them just a little bit. So I feel like just a real light hand washing and then letting them air dry, it brings back that little bit of tightness that makes them feel good. And they are cotton. I think there's spandex in there too, which gives you that squeezing bit. But I like that they're cotton because then they're breathable. Like dishwashing gloves, they actually make my hands feel great if I do dishes in really hot water and have my dishwashing gloves on, because they don't, obviously the water doesn't burn my hands, but the hot feels great on my hands. However, I wouldn't walk around with those on all day long because they keep the heat in, they don't breathe, and they make you sweat. And that's not a good feeling. But anyhow, I just wanted to let you guys know about these. I mean, in case you were looking for something, or a friend or a family member, I think it's worth giving it a try. I definitely would give them 4 stars. Oh, and the other thing that I like about them is they do go up. See how far up they go? Here's my wrist, and here's this. Because a lot of times I have problems with my wrists as well, more so my right than my left. But I like that it comes that far up. So if you're having issues with your wrist, you can use it for that as well. I'll put a link down in the description box so you can check them out on Amazon as well. And no, I'm not getting paid or anything like that to do this review. It's just my opinion from something I bought. They do have a couple of little seams, but they don't seem to bother me. One person I did read in the reviews, they didn't like the seam and it did bother them, but they said all they did was reverse them, inside out them, and then they felt fine. So if you're ever in the market or you need something like this, go ahead and check them out. They weren't that expensive. They're under $20. I know that. And again, they are called Comfy Brace. If you only need one, then only wear one and have an extra or whatever. But anyhow, I hope this helped you out. I hope, if you're in the market for something like this, you try them and they work for you. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. It was nice talking to you. And you take care.